Elon Musk, like the rabid criminal that he is still slashing and burning throughout our government as he loots the treasury for his own ends. We've already covered countless stories about the damage that Doge has done. But now he's crossed what I think is fair to call a bright red line to many, which is he's targeting Social Security. So in other words, one of the most, if not the most popular government program is now in his sights. And this is a program, along with Medicare, which Trump had said repeatedly, we're not going to touch it. Trump also said that about Medicaid, which the Republican budget slashed at $880 billion. It hasn't gotten through the Senate yet, but the fear is it'll pass through there too. But Trump famously said in the first term, and even on the campaign this time, we're not going to cut your Social Security, your Medicare, and your Medicaid. We're not going to touch that. That was a lie. The Republican budget that already passed cuts Medicaid, and Elon has been behind the scenes doing damage to these programs from the beginning, since he illegally hacked the Treasury. But now he's...
Well, people, here we are again, right? This is one story we just can't get away from. And as much as I want to get away from it, because it's money, I'm going to stay on it. And I pray you guys appreciate it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am French Shot Pearson, and welcome again to French Shot Blue. It is March 3rd of 2025. It's 10 p.m. Yeah, it's kind of late, but we're getting it done. Mr. Doge is at it again, slicing and dicing. You know, I did a few videos a few days ago, and I was really emotional about it. And again, I thought I'd pull back for a few days, but hey, it's back in the news again. And look like it's going to stay in the news. We've got Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. And like you said, the vote is coming up from the House, actually from the Senate soon. Then they'll hash it out, and then they'll go to the president's desk. Just before it goes to the president's desk, hopefully we get enough information so we can know exactly what we can fight against. But yeah, see what that number is? 7,000 Social Security jobs. Now, from my research, everything isn't in relation to those who do audits. And an unfortunate part of this is that some people have become employees that, how can I put this? They just got a promotion, right? Just got a promotion. Or they decided to leverage to take a promotion. Then they had to start all over. When you start all over, you start like an intern, you start from the beginning. So now you're on probation. I don't know why they have it like that, but yeah, let's say you've been a 10-year employee and you want to take a promotion. And I just found out from doing the research, last few weeks, is that you start as if you're from the beginning. And guess what? Those who started from the beginning, they're going to be let go too, because they're considered a brand new employee. That's a shame. That rule needs to change. If you've been around for a while and you take a promotion, why should you be considered a brand new person? I digress. Let's look at this here. I want you to listen to what Elon has to say about Social Security, okay? It's heartless. And when I say it's heartless, it's heartless. He was on the Joe Rogan. I want to do a full video on the Joe Rogan because he was on there a few days ago, and this is part of what he said. Check it out.
Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time.
Right, explain that.
Oh, so, well, people pay into Social Security, and the money goes out of Social Security immediately, but the obligation for Social Security is your entire retirement career. If you look at the future obligations of Social Security, it far exceeds the tax revenue.
So again, I've been given political advice for very many years, and I'm not sure I was ever any good at this, but I would never advise anyone to say, quote, Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. It's life and death. It's medicine and food and heat for a lot of people. And it embodies, it encapsulates this callous indifference. I was talking about it.
Social Security is
now, when you listen to
the
this
biggest
guy,
Ponzi scheme of all time.
Right.
When you listen to this guy,
Social Security has
Social Security.
when you listen to this guy, I mean, Ponzi scheme. Could he have not chosen better words? And, you know, I'm going to tell you something, be real with you. When I first heard him say that, I'm like, that's an ignorance level that I never want to be at. And when I say ignorance, you're so wealthy that you can't feel, like the journalist said, this is heat, this is gas, this is food, this is security. This is a lifeline for people. How far removed can you be from the average citizen? I guess so far removed that as long as you build AI and robots, you don't look at people as people anymore. You look at robots as an item. People, we got some sick people at the top. And and I said this last week, and I mean it again. I am wondering very deeply about the commander-in-chief. Is he listening to this guy? Does Donald Trump mirror this guy? Look, people, these questions have to be answered. And I'm going to say it again. You ministers who went out here and laid hands on Trump, this is who Trump selected. I'm thinking this year we need to go out to Washington, D.C., 1 million of us, because Congress is lax. And let me tell you why Congress is lax. Congress is lax, and I'm getting ahead of myself because I got some more videos to show you. Congress holds the purse. It's been reported that Elon gets $8 million a day. He's got 6 or 7 businesses where our tax dollars are given to him. You don't have to go protest Elon Musk. You just close up the purse. You don't have to go and have meetings as the Congress back and forth about what you think he should and shouldn't do, and these cuts are illegal. This is why I'm telling you guys, we have a loosely knit takeover. I know, Pearson, get off your soap opera. I got to get on my soap opera because I need to drill it in people's head because they think that Trump can do no wrong. And just because this guy here is supposedly the richest man on earth, we got to listen to him. No, we don't. This is ignorant. This is selfless. This is selfish. This is heartless. A Ponzi scheme? Come on, man. I used to be with my mom when she was alive, God bless her, to ensure that she got her Social Security and she got her Meals on Wheels food at least 3 to 4 times a week. I would make sure my mama had those things. If she didn't have them, she couldn't pay her rent. Do you feel me? People are paying to Social Security. People, look, people, things have gone up the last 20, 30 years. If he's complaining that the revenue that's generated in terms of Social Security does not sustain it, then change it. Maybe he should start paying more in taxes. Maybe he should stop getting all these discounts. And maybe they can take money from somewhere else to run it, because it was an excellent decision by the president in the 1930s. It was a beautiful decision to come up with Social Security. But I'm starting to question Donald J. Trump, because this clown here, he's off the chain. Now here's the Senate. They got a press conference on what Elon Musk said. This is 2 hours ago, okay? Check it out.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm joined by the intrepid Murray, Wyden, Klobuchar team, and they're doing great. So, Social Security is one of the greatest things the federal government has ever done. Don't ask us, ask the American people. They love Social Security. It helps so many millions and tens of millions over the years, hundreds of millions of people. It is hard to believe that the Trump administration wants to cut Social Security. But that's what's happening. We're in a pincer move that shows just what they're up to. On the one hand, Doge has cut 7,000 workers from Social Security, and on the other, Elon Musk says Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time. Tell that to the average Social Security recipient who depends on that $1,100 or $1,500 to buy food, pay the rent, go visit the grandkids.
He makes a good argument, but like I said, they allow to talk. All you got to do next time it comes around, Chuck Schumer, is cut the purse. Don't fund Elon Musk businesses anymore through our money. But they won't do it, people. I'm telling you, it's a takeover of the government. All they do is get out on the media and react and give you the impression they're about to do something when they already have the power to do it. I don't see it as so hard to do. But let me show you something, because I suspect something. You see this lady standing right here in the front. What's in her hand? I said, what's in her hand? Oh, that's a cell phone, Pearson. And what color is that cell phone? That's what I thought. It's in the purple family. And what he got on? Well, Pearson, that's almost like a Tiffany blue. That's what I'm talking about. I think everybody is on board toward the New World Order and the Golden Age. And if you've been watching my videos, do not wait for the notifications, because they're not going to send you the notifications. Just remember, I do about 3 videos a day. Just tune in, because you're not going to get notifications. I went out to do some administrative stuff today, and I saw some people I see about once, twice a month. They're like, Pearson, when are you going to do another video? I'm like, I do 3 videos a day. I didn't get any notifications. If you watch my videos enough, you'll see, especially recently, I've been pointing this out. What's in her hand? A purple phone. What he got on? Tiffany blue. What did I show you last week? President Trump had his first cabinet meeting. And to the right of President Trump, somebody had on a purple tie. Another person had on what? Almost like a Tiffany blue tie. That's Phoenician. So I'm not thinking about what Chuck Schumer talked about. They're playing games, as far as I'm concerned. And she got on the black and white. Black and white means you're playing both sides on the chessboard. Don't be fooled, people. The government has been taken over. We got to pray, and we got to go out to Washington. I told y'all, I was honest with y'all, put salvation on the ballot, and now we got to move like Moses, because they're going to keep playing this game. They flipped it from a year ago. It was Republicans complaining about the Democrats. Now they didn't flip it. They playing games, but I can see through it, and I'm showing you. This is game. She's standing right there holding her little purple phone. Come on, man, stop playing. I believe, allegedly, they're playing with us. The colors speak. Now look at this here. Ponzi scheme. Ain't that what he called it, a Ponzi scheme? Why does Ponzi scheme come out to 47 in Gematria? Isn't Trump the 47th president? Let's see what it comes out in the cipher. 47. All right, nothing there that I know of. Then look, he always has on a t-shirt that is Elon Musk, always has on black and white t-shirt that says tech support. What is tech support? 55. Who died at 55 years old? Julius Caesar. Come on, baby. You think Trump not acting like that? As far as I'm concerned, Trump is running the White House and he's running Congress. We have a takeover. How they doing it? These secret societies have taken an oath. Our government's been taking over, people. It's time to get right with Jesus. That's all I know to do. I'm telling you, we surrounded. Then look at this here. IRS workforce surpasses 100,000 employees, but face war of attrition retaining staff. Okay? Now, this is from January 9th. This is January 9th. This thing ain't gonna act right. January 9th of 2025, this article came out. Recent data shows the IRS grew its workforce to more than 100,000 total employees, a staffing milestone the agency hasn't cracked in nearly 30 years. but keeping that level of staffing won't be easy. Congress cut the agency's multi-year modernization funds under the Inflation Reduction Act from $800 billion to $400 billion, with some lawmakers vowing to roll back even more these funds. And that was January 9th, before Doge got in there cutting it up. The IRS saw a $20 billion cut to its modernization fund last month when Congress passed a continuing resolution to avoid government shutdown. You see what I'm trying to say? If government could cut money here, how come they're not cutting Elon Musk? Do you understand what I'm saying now? I want you guys to understand. Lawmakers did not include language in the stopgap spending bill to prevent an automatic $20 billion cut in a previous CR that ran from October 1st through December 20th last year. Congress cut another $20 billion in IRS funding during 2023 negotiations to raise the nation's debt limit. So yeah, they was making debt, and Joe Biden promised all that money. So you're going from 100,000. Remember that I don't know how many, but Joe Biden he hired about at least 8 to maybe 8 to 15,000 employees. Maybe I don't know. He hired a lot, and now they're losing their job because the funding is not there. And like I told you guys, it's off the chain. Now look at this. IRS plans to lay off 7,000 probationary workers beginning Thursday. Now this article is from February 20th. All right, February 20th. So this is 13 days ago. This is Doge, 7,000. Now it says the IRS has around 90,000 employees. They're probably going to go back to 80,000 because that's how many it was when Joe Biden started. I did some fact checking. Who knows, give or take a few thousand, but it appears, maybe I'm trying to get my logic right. It appears Joe Biden added between 8 to maybe 15,000 IRS people. Then they had to cut back on the funding. It was crazy. And like I said to you guys, it was a setup. People, and at the same time, the economy is shrinking. So where are those people going to go? And the axe from Doge is still out. And I just don't like the mentality of this guy. That's what gets me. I don't like his mentality. He doesn't need to be the one out here looking to cut because he's heartless. And I'm starting to, again, question Donald Trump. Now watch this. Elon Musk, SpaceX, in talks with $2.4 billion air traffic contract for aviation. Can you believe he might get a contract with the FAA, whose funding comes from the federal government? Did you hear me? This guy right here. Listen.
Administration is considering awarding Elon Musk's SpaceX a $2.4 billion contract to provide Starlink internet service for its air traffic control communication network, heightening concerns about potential conflicts of interest involving the billionaire's companies and his service as President Donald Trump's cost-cutting czar. The deal would add to the $30 billion in public funds Tesla and SpaceX have received over the past 15 years, according to a Forbes analysis.
How much did he say? Listen to this again.
Tesla and SpaceX have received over the past 15 years, according to Forbes analysis, including with NASA. The deal would add to the $30 billion in public funds Tesla and SpaceX have received over the past 15 years, according to a Forbes analysis, including deals with NASA to launch rockets. The FAA and Starlink are working on a deal that was already in motion during the Biden administration. Although it's unclear if Musk is directly involved, the deal has raised concerns about a potential conflict of interest. The SpaceX has already sent some terminals to the FAA, with Musk tweeting the equipment was supplied at, quote, no cost to the taxpayer on an emergency basis. Given Musk's leadership role in the Department of Government Efficiency, which is overseeing federal downsizing and reviewing public contracts, at least...
So, to transfer it over, it might not be no cost, but going forward, he'll be getting paid. And it's already been reported he gets $8 million a day. So, people, I tell you, we've been taken over. Oh, God. Now, here you go. FAA reportedly, look at this, ordered staff to find tens of millions of dollars to fund a deal with Elon Musk. March 3rd. Can you believe that? FAA reportedly ordered staff to find tens of millions of dollars to fund a deal with Elon Musk Starlink. Why this dude so important? Elon Musk Starlink is reportedly poised to take over a $2.4 billion FAA contract. Officials of the Federal Aviation Administration have reportedly directed staff to locate tens of millions of dollars for a deal, Rolling Stones reported. The proposed deal has fueled controversy over government influence and conflicts of interest. No doubt. My name is Crenshaw Pearson. Tell me what you think. Is this crazy? Is Elon so important to our universe that he has to have these as opposed to those who are losing their job? Or those who are considered Ponzi scheme recipients? What do you think? Is he a here he is, let's keep it real. He's a foreigner coming to America, slicing American people's jobs. I'm gonna just keep it straight. I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm out. God bless you. Let me know what you think.